What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Adrian from over here at Pipe Dream Hookah. Clicked on the video, you know who I am, you know why you're here. Today, day 2, Rami, Yucca Valley, California, High Desert Smoke Series review. The blue drink's gone today. Today we've got some 19 Crimes, Cabernet Sauvignon. That's gonna be our drink pairing, our unofficial drink pairing. In today's review, I'm sure you looked at the name of the video before clicking it. It's gonna be on California Blue. There's a subtle joke in the background. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, then you're probably a better person than me. Little recap about Azure. We're gonna start going through this a little bit faster now that we know some of the things about Azure Dark that are pretty much gonna be consistent from dark flavor to dark flavor. I don't like the packaging. It's reminiscent of Fumari's. It gets your hands very messy. So today, I have this IKEA Tupperware that we're going to be using to get the scent profile and stuff. Real quick, there'll be more on this in the actual video for the what would you even call it? The pack method. The cut's kind of important though. Let me see if I can make this work. Here's my camera. Can't do it. It's on the ground. Okay, this is the cut you're going to be looking at, and for the most part, it's cut pretty thin. Nothing insane. But, you know, I just wanted to show you that because the pack method's probably not going to be for another couple days. Anyway, now that my lens is all out of focus, hopefully you can see me fairly well. That's what the cut looks like. If you want a more detailed rundown on the cut, consistency, fluid, just anything tactile, look for the pack method. That said, we're going to dive right into this and judge's flavor based on the scent, the cloud output, and the flavor profile of this tobacco. Of course, we're going to start with scent, and really, this should be pretty easy. Yeah, it smells the same it smelled the whole time. Okay, Cali Blue. You'll notice, or you may have noticed, that on the last video, this part 1 of the Rami series, I mentioned that most of these flavors do a really good job of translating the scent into the flavor of the profile of the tobacco. This is not one of them, spoiler alert. This smells like fake blueberries and rubbing alcohol. And that's all I had to say about it. When I first cracked it, it was even worse. If you leave it open for a little while, it kind of acclimates, I think the word we're all trained to use here in the hookah community. But basically it airs out and you'll lose some of that really bad rubbing alcohol scent, but it still exists in there, and that's something worth bearing in mind. That said, might not necessarily taste that way, but before we can judge that, we're going to the clouds. Real quick rundown, matte pair. You're going to see this a lot if you watch this channel until I get, you know, something that's as good as this. You get the Provost on top, 3 Prestige Jumbo Flats, an unofficial sponsor of Pipe Dream Hookah, official sponsor of the AM Hookah podcast. And yeah, let's see if this thing can make any clouds. And there's the head buzz. Clouds are pretty good. They're gonna get better as we go on through the session. I don't even know why I bother doing like the cloud segment of the review. We are spinning a little bit. This is a buzzy tobacco. You'll know that if you watch the last video in the series. But yeah, clouds are great. They're probably gonna be even more open and full when we go to the flavor profile thing, because for some reason that's when they decide to open up in all my videos. It's like, here's the cloud take, and the clouds are like pretty good. Here's the flavor take, and they're even better. That said, we're gonna go ahead and check out the flavor profile on both the inhale and exhale like we do on this channel to better inform you on your purchasing decisions, better reviews and all that, I hope. So as usual, we'll start with the inhale. Y'all ever had Blue Mist? Because this is definitely what this California Blue flavor is going for. It's different than Blue Mist. There's a little bit more of this almost Concord grape juice flavor kind of in the background, but what you're really gonna get is this subtle fake blueberry flavor. There might be some type of a slight cooling effect, although, one second. Yeah, any mint that they may have attempted to put in here doesn't really come through. I would say that this is not a mint flavor. Blue Mist from Starbuzz, it does have kind of this I don't know if it's a mint leaf or just like this gentle chill to the flavor. This doesn't so much have that. It's more focused on that really nice blueberry, fake blueberry flavor with a little bit of grape. And honestly, it's outstanding. I'm a big fan of the Blue Mist flavor. When I'm like, someone new comes to me and says, Adrian, you're the hookah guy, what do I smoke? I go, you get the Starbucks Blue Mist, because you can't start these people off on dark leaves. They're gonna be like, why are you trying to kill me? I'm gonna call the cops, you're gonna go to jail, it's gonna be a whole thing. But this, if you're an enthusiast, definitely great for the palate. It's definitely a candied flavor, but again, Azure Dark does a really good job with candied flavors, which is something I'm ecstatic about, being more partial to the earthy, spicy flavors that the market has to offer. That said, before we can go full deep dive into the end of this video, we gotta check out the exhale. Okay, so if I'm being honest, the flavor profile stays mostly the same. It's pretty unchanged for the exhale. The only difference is the flavor potency comes down a little bit. You might get like slightly more of that blueberry flavor on the exhale on like the back of your tongue, but that's probably all kind of an illusion I'm playing on myself when I like try to pay way too much attention to these flavors on both the inhale and exhale. But all in all, a solid Blue Mist-esque flavor, very good. The fact that this is a dark leaf is, it gives you this throat hit that does exist with the Azure Dark. It's not super pronounced if you pack it correctly, but there's going to be a minor throat hit. It's going to be something different if you're a Starbucks smoker or like a Alfacher smoker and you know how to pack both of those brands properly. You shouldn't really get a throat hit from those. There's going to be a minor throat hit with this. I'm going to start just not editing out my when I trip over my words so I can get better at talking. From Michigan, we talk really fast here, it's a problem. A few other things. I talked about this in the first review of the Azure Dark from the Rami series, but just to reiterate, it's going to take heat great, there is going to be a head buzz, and you can smoke this stuff for around 2 hours with no flavor loss. Azure is one of the best dark leaf brands around. They kill all the flavors. I'm going to go straight to rating this stuff because I'm pretty sure you all know what's going on. It's going to be another solid 6 out of 7. Whenever a candy flavor impresses me like this one has, I'm ecstatic. I absolutely love this flavor. Would highly recommend picking it up. You can pick it up from any of your vendors, and if you want to pick it up in the blonde line, I can tell you, spoiler alert, it's good from the blonde line as well, or Azure calls it the gold line, but it's their blonde leaf tobacco using honey as opposed to molasses as the binding agent. That said, I think that's going to wrap it up for this review. Any of you guys that checked out the podcast last night with Jeremy Bird and me playing a little game, I did lose to Jeremy Bird by 1 point. If you didn't check that out, link to that in the description below. And if you're watching this the day of, then tomorrow I'm going to be doing a game cast to try and play Magic the Gathering Arena, because I am a nerd. And yeah, that's all we got for today's review. I'm going to keep smoking this and see how far I can take this head buzz. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, happy smoking.